So you're trying to figure out YouTube browse features traffic sources? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you what they are, how they work, and how you can actually trigger that algorithm to give you more views. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and we're going to jump right into today's content. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to get to the browse features, and then I'm gonna break them down individually, and then after that I'm gonna show you with some example videos of mine how you can actually trigger the browse algorithm so you can actually start getting some more views. So now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to analytics. All right, so now from here, you see where it says see more? I'm gonna go ahead and click on see more. Now, what we wanna do is we wanna go to traffic sources, right? Because that's what we're looking for at this particular point. So we wanna click right here on traffic source. And then you can see down here, it says YouTube search suggested. It has all the different algorithms. Now, what I wanna do is I wanna click on where it says browse. And then you can see it breaks it down right here. It has home, watch history, watch later, and subscriptions, right? So home is pretty straight up. It's going to be the first page of YouTube, like the official first page. Now, what happens when people come on YouTube, YouTube already understands like what they've been searching for, what they've been watching already. So what YouTube is trying to do is guess what is going to be the video that makes them stay on YouTube longer. You got to understand that if you create content that is, obviously intriguing as far as your thumbnail, something that stands out and is relevant to your niche, you're going to be able to attract the right type of people, right? Now, with that being said, since we understand that it's all about keeping people on the platform, this is going to let you know, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later when I show you like my example videos, but this really lets you know what's important, because a lot of your traffic is going to be coming from home, or it's actually going to be coming from suggested, right? Now let's look at the next category. We got watch history. So watch history, like I was just pretty much explaining, YouTube already knows what your audience is searching and watching, right? So they're only going to show them things that are going to be, intriguing to them based on those topical things, right? So hopefully that part right there makes sense. Now the next one is watch later. So if I go on YouTube right now, right? So this is my homepage. This is what YouTube feels is going to keep me on the platform. And I would say, yeah, they're pretty accurate, right? So with that being the case, right, let's say when I go to my home page, let's say that this video right here is really intriguing. So you see how when I mouse over this little clock thing, it says watch later. So what that is if I click on that, right? So I'm gonna click on it real quick. And what that's saying to YouTube is kind of like a sign of engagement, right? It's saying, okay, they're interested in this thumbnail. It made me at least click watch later. So with that being like a little sign of engagement, now YouTube is gonna, based on what I have in my watch later, also in my watch history, also in my search history, they're gonna pick videos that are similar to that and then continuously put those things in front of me to keep me on the platform. So the next thing is the subscription. So we all pretty much know what that is, right? So on the actual app, which I'll show you here in a minute, you have like a subscriptions tab at the bottom. And then also if we go back to the main page, there's the subscriptions tab right there. So this is basically where they're gonna show all the people that we're subscribed to. Now you'll notice that not too many people will go to the subscriptions tab as they used to before, when subscribers was the main focus. Now YouTube is showing your stuff to people who aren't even subscribed. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some video examples of mine where browse traffic, was the reason why one of my videos got over like 50,000 views. And I'm gonna show you exactly how it worked. All right, so I'm gonna show you into my analytics for one of my videos on my other channel. And I'm gonna pretty much show you where the browse and suggested algorithm picked it up. And then you're gonna be able to see it literally went crazy after that, all right? All right, so I'm gonna walk you through this path, right? So if we look right here, this was day one. I released this video on Friday, August 20, looks like the 21st. All right, so we can see on the first day, well, second day I had 80 views. And then by the end of the first week, I only had 190 views the first week. And I was feeling like, this is probably not gonna work, right? It's just started out slow. Then by 14 days in, I had 280 views. So I'm like, okay, it's kind of moving, it's doing this thing. And then by week 3, we were at 2,000 views by week 3. So I was like, oh snap, right? Is this going viral, right? This is what I was thinking to myself, right? And then let's go to the 30-day mark. By the 30-day mark, I had 11,000 views. So I started checking my analytics analytics, and at that time, it was really high on browse features and suggested features, right? So let's see what happens once we hit month number 2, 60 days in, right? Let's go there. So 60 days in, I had 28,000 views. So I was like, oh, this is great, right? So what I started doing, right, and this is a little hack, is I put another relevant video as a pinned comment, right? And I said, hey, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and watch this video next. So I pretty much said, all right, I'm gonna leverage the traffic that I have, and then I'm gonna send them over to another video. And then what I did with that one is I pin commented the other video, because the other video ended up getting, like, I wanna say like 6,000 or 7,000 views as well. Now, had I did that earlier before, then of course I probably would have way more views on that specific video, right? But that's just a little, little gem that I'll give you as we kind of going throughout this. So let's see what happened by the time we hit 3 months in, 90 days. We can see I had 39,000 views in 3 months. So that's an average about what, 10,000 views a month, roughly, somewhere in between there. And so I was like, yo, this is crazy. So then as we continue to go, at this particular time, this video has 57,000 views. That was my first time actually watching the process, actually watching it happen. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. This is what can happen when you hit the browse or the suggested algorithm, right? So let's go back to that screen real quick. So you can see right here, it says 22% of the browse since it was actually published, right? But if we go to it today, let's go to last 28 days. So last 28 days, it says browse features is still 22. So it's still getting browse traffic. It's still being shown on the home screen. And it's also being suggested along other videos specific to that topic. But what's even better, right? Because you can see right here, it says YouTube search. So the keyword for this was how to get approved for a credit card with bad credit. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go to an incognito browser and let's see if we're actually ranking for this specific term. All right, so let's type in how to get approved for a credit card. Let's see. Nope. Oh yeah, that is. All right, so how to get approved for a credit card with bad credit. And would you look at that? I'm literally ranking #1 for this specific term on top of getting traffic from suggested and also browse, which is super, super powerful because this could be a seasonal thing. Maybe something happens and to where people start, looking for credit cards again, then guess what? This video is going to get another rush of traffic, right? So that's pretty cool right there, right? So hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also drop me a comment down below, letting me know if this video was helpful. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.